Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Civilization 6. So today we're just going to continue on our merry way. Hopefully we're going to get into a normal age before this age is over. Or this era is over. Because we have about 10 turns. We need one more era score, which should be manageable, I think. If we do get that, then at least we won't go into a dark age. We'll just be in a normal age like we are now, which is not that bad. We have a worker coming out of Ottawa pretty soon. We have the monument building in Toronto, and they're getting a 4th citizen pretty soon, which is nice. With this builder, we're probably going to build a farm here somewhere if we can. That would be nice. I don't know if we can actually. Let's see. What tile are we growing towards here? Growing towards this forest tile. Interesting. We'll see what happens when it pops out. Over here, we need 5 turns until we get our second population. We definitely need a worker over here. I want to improve this fur, not just because it's a luxury, but because the improvement is pretty damn huge. It is quite nice to have. Right, and we have a trader. I forgot about that. This trader is going to have to go somewhere. And preferably, I think what we want to do first of all is sync up the roads to make them a little bit more, to make it a little bit easier. I mean, sync up the cities with roads in between, because that will make it easier to travel between them. We can go a little bit faster. Defensively, that's quite important, even if it's not the most profitable choice to send a trade route to. But I think for now, let's go to Montreal. And that advances currency. So now we will be able to see where the currency is as well. And so we can build mines here. I don't think we can build anything else. This is flat terrain, right? Yes. It might be worth buying this now, building a farm there, just for the growth of Ottawa. And I think that's what we're going to do. Then, as for what we're going to build in Ottawa, we are going to be building a granary. It gives us a little bit of extra housing, but also +1 food. We're only producing 6 at the moment, which is not that great. So any help that we can get, definitely welcome. You can see, well, now in 6 turns we will have a 3rd population. That's quite nice. As for currency, where exactly is it? It's over here. With unknown technology in between. Right, 1 turn, I think, until archery is done. Not 2 turns. That looked a bit weird in the UI there, but oh well. Right on, we have our 4th population in this town as well. Right, we're going to send my warrior over towards Montreal. We're going to build a farm over here. And then we are going to stop working this for now, and we will start working the farm. It's going to slow down the production of the granary a bit, I think. But the extra food is definitely welcome to grow our population in Ottawa. And then hopefully it's going to kickstart a growth boom, or a population boom pretty soon. Hopefully also our warrior is going to travel more quickly now that a road is being made. And the reason I want to send this warrior over so we can deal with the scout that's roaming around. That's just a bit annoying. Now, what is the most useful here? Let's see, the old technology tree. Have a quick look. I'm leaning towards wheel, because that gives us access to a watermill, which gives us +1 food, +1 production, and can be built on any city that is next to a river, which all of our cities so far are. And that's really nice to have, and it goes to somewhere unknown and then somewhere else unknown. So it's kind of hard to plan. But this doesn't really benefit us that much on the short term. Fishing is just for the 1 city. This one would apply to 3 cities. So we are prioritizing the wheel. Alright, so now as for this guy, he is going to go towards the furs. Hopefully the road is going to speed his process up a little bit as well. And hopefully this guy can keep up ahead of them. And 2 turns until we get another population. So Toronto is really growing now. That's really cool. We are making tons of food. We have 5 food over here, 5 food there, 4 food over here. Now we have another 2 food from the sheep. Definitely want to improve the sheep here as well. King of Poland. Exchanging information on our capitals is a great idea. Yes, we will want to stay friendly with everyone if possible. And she's even further ahead of everyone as well. Look at all that faith that she's been producing. Alright, so what are we going to do in Toronto? The Temple of Artemis would be a very good choice. We have, these are all camps. Each camp, pasture and plantation improvement within 4 tiles of this one that provides +1 amenity. So these are all things that already provide an amenity, but I guess that means that we're going to get another amenity. That would be really nice. We're doing really well on everything here, so I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to build the Temple of Artemis right there, I guess. I'm just thinking a bit about the future layouts. Maybe there's a nice triangle of hexes that we could build farms into, because a triangle of farms boosts its production. Mexico City has been defeated. Oh. And that's actually meeting Poland gave us the error score we needed to not go into a dark age. That is nice. Mongolia has taken out Mexico City. That sucks. I think we had an envoy there. One that we got for free, probably, but still. Alright. One-time deals. He wants to give me 20 horses, 21 gold, and open borders for furs and mercury. Now, I don't think we need these at the moment, and then we don't have access to horses. So this might actually be an okay deal for now. Gives us access to some resources. This guy likes religious people apparently, which I'm not really, but I'm making...
Practice militant mysticism. I'm absolutely sure of some things that I don't quite know.
Alright, so we got access to the Oracle, Revelation for great prophet points and great scientist points. Unfortunately, we cannot slot them in because we don't have a proper... Alright, we're going that way. We don't have a proper government to slot these things into. We have an envoy that we can send. Now, I think I don't particularly need to be the suzerain of Cardiff. It's not that useful for now. Later on, it would be, I think. Or at least more useful for some cities. But I need science. We're not really building science yet. If we send one envoy over here, we're going to get +2 science in the capital. So, gotta diversify a little bit. We need more amenities. Okay, so maybe we should not have done that trade, but I think we're giving away a free copy rather than the actual copy of that trade good itself. So, who knows really. Alright, so 4 turns we will be entering a new age. Of course, again today we are going to be playing 25 turns, so up to turn 75.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just realign it.
Alright. Slowly but surely our scout is bringing back that builder. As soon as we get around here and I know that we won't lose it to a stray barbarian, then I'm going to send that scout back up this way. This is a real interesting mountain range, by the way. I'd like to have this warrior also scout up a little bit. Right, so now that we have done the wheel, what did we get access to? Shipbuilding and horseback riding through archery. We don't have horses, it doesn't really benefit us that much. The Colossus allows all land units to embark, that's kind of nice. Irrigation. I don't know what this leads to, but it's 3 turns to do, and these could be useful as well, we just don't know. What about, we have a worker over here. We can improve the furs and then improve the fish. Is Montreal growing in that direction? No, it is not. Alright. The warrior is going to cross the border. This guy is going to move towards the camp. Then sailing might not be the most important thing to research right now, so we're going to go with irrigation and see what that unlocks. Alright, we could go for ancient walls on Ottawa, but I don't think we are being threatened at the moment. Settler 14 turns is a lot. Oracle 24 turns, that's a lot of turns wasted. We could go with a warrior or an archer for defense, or go with watermill to continue boosting our growth. Now we're making 10 food, which is nice. We have a third population, which will be working this for the exit production rather than the exit science. And the slinger we can actually upgrade into an archer. I think that's what we're going to do here for sure. Also Toronto, well, we can press this and it will prioritize selecting tiles that have a lot of production, but we're already doing that, so it's not really helpful to us to do it. At this point, I'm missing that feature in Humankind where you can have cities collaborate on a World Wonder project. It's a really cool feature that that game has, I think. Anyway, the road is finished. There's a barbarian encampment. We could send these guys to Mongolia. Genghis Khan. It's going to cost 360 gold, but then they're going to go over there and attack them. And this is kind of interesting because they don't seem to be aggressive by default. Because this guy for sure has seen our city and like he just needs to go back this one tile to alert this camp. So normally speaking, there should have been an army of barbarians on its way to us by now. Voilà. +3 food, +1 production, +2 gold. That is so powerful, man. Look at that. That is so good. Really good. Alright. We're going to refuse for now. I don't want to lose another luxury. We need that amenity. Actually, you know what? We can just send him on his way for 5 or 6 turns. Now warrior is going to attack these guys, and then what do we want to do here? Food is important. We could buy this tile for 32 and then improve it for more production. I think we're doing pretty good on food. This is going to be accessible to us later. And we don't have that fishery technology yet. It's not going to take us 4 turns to get into the water, so this might be 1 turn, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. We need 5 turns to get the fish. You know what? I'm not going to buy it for now. We're just going to send that unit on its way. You cannot embark until we do the technology either. Okay. Entering the classical era. Let others say what they will, but the real flourishing of the classical era culture began with the discovery of political philosophy of Canada. So immediately, the game enters the classical era and you have avoided a dark age.
The man who has grit enough to bring about the afforestation or the irrigation of a country is not less worthy of honor than its conqueror.
Right, okay.
Divide and rule is a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one.
Alright, so we get access to a new government type. And let's have a look. I'm leaning towards Classical Republic. Because Canada is a cultural civilization. And this will give us extra great person points. All cities with a district receive +1 housing, +1 amenity. That is nice. as well. We get access to 2 slots for economy, which is really nice. Oligarchy is really more if you want to fight a lot, which I don't want. We cannot even declare surprise wars as Canada, so oligarchy, just we're going to ignore that straight off the bat. Autocracy, +1 to all yields for each government, building and palace in a city. This is pretty good. And then the +10 production towards wonders is also kind of nice, and we still get access to a military defensive thing. But I think Classical Republic is the way to go for us. But straight off the bat, we are not even 1 turn into the new era, we get +3 era score. That is a good start. Alright, so for sure we are going to... well, I don't know, we don't even have a campus yet, but working on it pretty soon, I hope. Let's see, as for diplomatic policies, we will do +2 influence points per turn toward earning city-state envoys, so we get them a little bit more quickly. And as for economic policies, +50% production towards settlers is nice. We still want to expand, so I think we're going to grab that and have that be the way to go for us. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go for production. We're growing okay-ish for now. We're going to buy that tile so that the city can actually start working on moving towards another tile, growing another tile. Save some time. Let's see, you are in a normal age. And we have to make a choice of dedications. So we can do free inquiry, gain +1 era score each time you trigger a Eureka, +1 era score for constructing a building that provides science as a base shield. And we still need to build our campuses, right? The other option would be pen, brush, and voice. Gain +1 era score each time you trigger an inspiration for one of these things, and +1 era score for constructing a building with a great work slot. Now, because Canada is a cultural thing, civilization, culture, whatever, this might be the way to go for us. But it's also important to keep up with the science, because I don't want to fall too far behind. So maybe free inquiry for now might kickstart us up a little bit, because you can see Mongolia is actually producing a lot of science. They're going much faster than me, and we are mostly equal, except for with Poland. They're making a bit more culture than me, but I think free inquiry is a little bit more important in keeping up on the tech tree with warriors and armies and that kind of stuff than the cultural war. That is really going to be affected more later in the game, I think. So, with that out of the way, we have bronze working, astrology. I think we're going to go with bronze working so we can find iron as a resource, see where that is, and then we can try to expand towards it, I think. And as for civics, drama and poetry, what would we need to get that? Craftsmanship, done in 2 turns, that's nice. We're just going to go with craftsmanship for now, and I think then we're going to go with military tradition, so we can get the combat bonuses to combat units, which is really nice to have. And then we can also see what is up with these 2 technologies. Cardiff wants a trade route, and we will get an envoy. The mid-last city-state is giving you a new quest, recruit a great merchant. We have the first civic of a new era. First tier 1 government, +2 score, and roads have been upgraded. So now I think we have a little bridge, yes we do. That bridge goes into the watermill, which is a little bit strange, but there you go. Our player has finished building the World Wonder Oracle. Huh. Genghis Khan has declared war on Pachacuti, and Jadwiga has declared war on Pachacuti. Oh, wow. And Midla has declared war on Pachacuti. That guy is going to be in trouble. For sure. Oh, this is interesting.
Shining brightly, then dusk's mist falling. At every turn, the scenery changes like magic.
Oh, the Sangye Dangxia. Nice. Knowledge of astrology has advanced considerably. The lake of the woods. I thought it was going to be the lake of the gods, but it's the lake of the woods. And what does the Sangye Dangxia give us? 3 tile impassable natural wonder provides +2 great general points and +2 great merchant points if you own at least one of these tiles. Oh, that is nice. We might want to settle a city here, just for that reason. Alright, we get 1 era score for discovering a natural wonder, a tech boost for astrology, a dedication bonus was triggered because of a eureka, and explorers have discovered that natural wonder. Alright. Yeah, things are going well over here. You're going to have to go over there. Next turn we are going to wipe out this camp. I don't want to interact with these people. It's just a bit interesting because it does give you all of these extra strategic options, but they're just in a very nice location. It's also a very defensible location. It's too bad for them, really.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
No, we're going to leave that. This we're going to disperse this clan. The danger on the doorstep of Montreal has been defeated. The barbarians are driven away. That's another +3 era score. So we are on a roll here today. That is really nice. And now these guys might attack us because they have no camp to return to, but that is absolutely fine. Let's go for military tradition like we planned. Oh, and we have access to 2 sheeps now. Would be nice to have a builder here, but we cannot buy one. It's too expensive for now. And they killed themselves off.
Creating a lasting legacy, because bronze will last for thousands of years.
All right, we have iron next to Montreal. That is really nice. Knowledge of construction has advanced considerably, so we actually got tech boost for bronze working as well as construction, and that gave us era score as well. And we have discovered a single source of iron. We have a mine over here. Where else do we have iron? Can we see anything? Not at first, but that's fine. Do we actually want to then, because we only have 1 build charge here, we could get +3 production on here, but it doesn't give us any other resource. We can get +3 production on the iron and it will give us access to iron. So actually we're going to double back. Oh, there's 2 iron over here as well. Okay, we're definitely expanding in this direction. Let's see. Ooh, construction. Construction can be done in 4 turns and it will give us access to lumber mills. And then we can improve these tiles, give us even more production. That is really strong. We are going to go for that. And then we are going to build a settler. And after the settler is done, we are going to build a Ancestral Hall, which gives +50% increased production towards settlers in the city. New cities receive a free builder and awards a governor title. Actually, we cannot buy it, unfortunately. Oh man, so many good choices to have to build. This would actually, if we go for this first, then the settler would be 3 turns to make. Does it actually save us time? So if we build this now, it's 6 turns. By the time that settler gets to where it needs to be, probably around 9 turns have passed. So this will be done in time. And if we build this first, this is going to be built in 3 turns. We would be 12 turns ahead. And then we would have to move over here. So we would be like 15 turns further than we are right now. Whereas this, we can build this in 6 turns, it can be on its way. Yeah, I think that's the faster way to do it. We're going to build a settler first. Oh, we have 5 population here now as well. That's nice. 3 population in Montreal, which is probably working this town. We need to check that.
Military knowledge, but if men make war in slavish obedience to rules, they will fail.
Alright, he's going to block off that area. What are you working? Yes, you're working the iron. I'm working this forest for the 2 production. Yeah, pretty good choices. I'm okay with that. Now, what do we want? We have defensive tactics and games and recreation. Games and recreation could be good, but it won't lead us towards drama and poetry, which might be more important. So, actually, we're going to have to go with defensive tactics. It also gives us a governor title, which is good. We can declare protectorate war, reconquest wars, which we don't really need. A mausoleum at Halicarnassus, +1 science, faith and culture on all coast tiles for the city. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Could be cool for Montreal over here. Oh, you can get there in 1 turn, that's nice. Oh, and someone is sending a trade routes our way, Pachacuti. Alright, it's +3 production here and +2 iron per turn. And our knowledge of ironworking has advanced considerably, so that's a Eureka. And that gives us, oh, apprenticeship as well. So that's another 2 dedication bonuses. More era score. We need more amenities. Now Montreal is finished. What do we want to build here? A watermill could be nice for that extra food and production. We don't have farms here, but they would gain +1 production as well, +1 food each. If they had a wheat tile to grow on, actually, which they don't, so it's not really that great. As for campus, ooh, look at that, +4, that is really nice. Let's buy that and build a campus there. Definitely going to have to go with that one. Alright, so we definitely need to take care of these guys. Oh boy. Alright, many dispute the actual start of the classical era, but you know it was when Canada discovered construction. What was this other thing? The flourishing of the classical era and the actual start. Okay.
Create with the heart, build with the mind.
Progress towards games and recreation has advanced considerably. Nice. Alright, so at this point, I think we can have this builder exit from the formation, and he is going to go through here to there. No, this might be the faster way. I don't think there's barbarians over here. That's going to be fine. You are going to move in this direction. Alright, I think we would kill these guys off. No! Oh crap, we don't. That's going to be the end of our warrior right there. Sailing leads to unknown. We could do astrology, because that leads to ironworking, which gives us access to swordsmen, and we do have iron, so that might be a way to go actually, before fishing. So that's what we're going to do. He wants my iron. One-time deal of 1 gold, 2 gold for 30 turns. No, I'm going to refuse that. He's at a war. He's outnumbered. I'm not going to help that. I should have retreated my warrior there. Unfortunately, I thought we were going to wipe him out with that last attack, but we did not. And now that warrior is going to come this way, or that swinger.
A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician.
Alright, our settler is done, and we need to move him somewhere. This would be a good place to settle, for sure. Oh, Machu, Cusco. We might actually want to settle this direction first. In case this guy wants to expand over here. Well, actually, he's probably going to settle around here somewhere. And then we could still settle there. So we're going to send this guy on his way. And that costs us 1 population, so the Ancestral Hall takes longer to build, but next turn we will have another population again. So we are going to go Ancestral Hall here, like we planned to do. We might want to try to become the suzerain of Cardiff after all, so we don't have to fight Genghis Khan. And that's going to give us a little bit of a defensive ally over here. In case these guys want to attack, they're going to have to pass by Cardiff. And I think that will be useful for us. I'm definitely going to have to grow some army units here as well. And I want to send a trade route to Toronto. Alright, let's see. What are you working? This one, that one, that one, that one. At this point, would we want to prioritize food over this? No, I don't think so. We will grow a little bit less quickly, but 10 turns, meh. We're going to work the Mercury so that we have the extra production, so we can kick out to that Ancestral Hall just a little bit faster. How many more turns? Ooh, next one more turn for the Temple of Artemis. That is really nice.
When I saw the house of Artemis that mounted to the clouds, those other marvels lost their brilliancy, and I said, lo, apart from Olympus, the sun never looked on aught so grand.
This is something that is really cool and unique to Civilization 6, is just to have this animation for building the world wonder in the map. It's just something that is just stayed really cool.
Defense is superior to opulence.
And that civic is done. Look at that, man, that's so cool. Anyway. A builder is on its way. Next turn he's going to be on the sheep, so we can start improving that. So we don't need to build another worker there. We're going to go with drama and poetry, because that's what we've been working towards. Midla has declared war on Cardiff. Cardiff has declared war on Genghis Khan. Cardiff has declared war on Jadwiga. Alright, so Cardiff is actually belonging to the Incas now, I think. Cardiff has made peace with Genghis Khan, Midla and Pachacuti. Interesting. Old World Wonder complete, +3 arrow score. So now we're actually safe already. We don't have to worry about about any of these. Oh, what am I saying? I lost my train of thought here. I don't know why, but I did. Stonehenge. Do we want to build Stonehenge? No, we don't. I really lost my train of thought. That's weird. Mid-sentence, I'm just like, what the fuck am I saying? No builder, because we already have this one. I think that's what I was saying, but anyway. We want to get a watermill, ancient walls, holy site, campus. Campus would be nice. And it would be pretty cheap to get one of these. And if we build it over here, this will be +2, and this should be reachable. If we, let's see, buy this one. 57. And we're not spending that money on anything else. I think that's what we're going for. And this is a useless tile otherwise, so this is pretty good for us. We can promote Pingala again for grants. Gives us +1, because that would be the next step. Plus 100% great people points generated per turn in the city. Or we could do something else. Land acquisition. Acquire new tiles in city faster. +3 gold per turn from each foreign trade route passing through the city. Harbor master. Double adjacency bonuses from commercial hubs and harbors in the city. Forestry management. Tax collector. Like, this could be okay-ish. But we don't have that much forest here. The surveyor, guildmaster. All builders trained in the city will get +1 build charge. That's really nice. Zoning commissioner, +20% production towards constructing districts in the city. That's also pretty good. Aquaculture, can construct a fishery improvement. +1 food, +1.5 housing, +1 food if adjacent to a resource, +1 production if Liang is in the city. That could be pretty good in making more use of our coastal area there. Magnus the Steward, Groundbreaker, +50% yields on pot harvest and feature removals in the city. I don't really harvest that much of the terrain. It could really help with boosting the production of areas, of certain things, but I've never really done it. Because you do lose out on that production over time. It's a tactic you can definitely pursue, but I've never really liked it. Surplus logistics of extra food, that's kind of nice, because we don't have tons of food. Proficient settlers trained in the city do not consume a population. That is also really, really nice. So we could, this we would have immediately, and then the next time we get a governor point or title, we can do provision. Bishop, not really useful to us. Amani the diplomat is also very nice. We could use this to get Cardiff back from Pachacuti, because you would act as 2 envoys. And Victor the Castellan, we don't really have any place yet that needs to be really reinforced, but he would be good for that. So either Amani or Liang, I think, what it works. This one would be helpful in Montreal. And let's do this one, and we'll send it to Montreal. There we go. Got that all set up. We have 3 more turns left to go before we're going to put an end to this video. And our scout will finally start scouting properly again. Cardiff has made peace with Jadwiga. So who do you belong to now? No one, actually. Huh. Right.
Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold.
Okay. Alright, now the question is, we don't have a warrior unit here, and I don't think we can buy one. Nope. So our settler here is completely unguarded. Alright, this just provides a +1 production. That's not that great, actually. I thought this would be a little bit more effective. But still, it's 1 more production. I will take it. It's definitely still welcome. Alright, technology tree. What do we want to go for next? I think at this point sailing might be the way to go. It's 1 turn. We can start making use of the fish if we get another builder here. And then we can also improve the copper. And once Liang is settled, that builder will get 1 extra build charge, so we can build 4 things rather than 3. Yeah, he likes people with cavalry. Or he doesn't want us to compete for horses and cavalry and all of that.
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
Alright, so we definitely need to explore a little bit more of this surrounding. As for research, what do we want to do next? What did fishing lead to? Engineering, aqueducts, Machu Picchu, and catapults. Horseback riding, stable, horsemen, shipbuilding, Colossus. Let's do shipbuilding for the Colossus. Maybe we can build it. Record-setting river flooding. The Seine River, again in that spot, huh? Oh, we need more housing pretty soon here in Montreal. That's good. We're growing quite quickly. Except, well, not now anymore, apparently. But unlocking that one. Leave these 2 for what it is. But yeah, we don't have tons of food here, except for this 1 tile. So we definitely would like to improve that fish. In 3 turns, however, we can start building a builder there again. And by that time Liang is settled. Even if she wasn't, that builder takes some time to produce as well. Where do we want to settle? Like, I don't want to move closer towards the slinger. That is a bit of an issue. Right, maybe we should send out our archer just to scout out this riverbank again. And we do still want to wait 3 turns for that Ancestral Hall to finish as well. So we could just hold on here for just a second. But anyway, we've reached turn 75. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.